traffic lights, musical pieces, barcodes, part of our everyday life. But what do they have in common? They're codes, a system of rules to convey information. So when we cross the street or when we listen to music, we are surrounded by codes. We can't live without them. Philosophy, Latin, ancient Greek are some of the subjects I studied at Liceo Classico that goes back to the ancient Greeks and Romans. Translating ancient Greek is I saw in a code, and I love it. I really do. When I study Greek, I spend so many hours struggling with a bunch of weird characters, making sense of obscure sentences, endlessly flipping the pages of my thick and heavy dictionary. Why? What's the point? How am I going to use it in my life? A lot of people just can't understand because dead languages like Latin, ancient Greek, or the Egyptian hieroglyph have been labeled as useless and boring. True, they might no longer be a native language of a community, but they give us some cognitive benefits and open up a window into history that we just can't get from modern languages. Take Rosetta Stone, probably one of the most ancient dictionaries. It allowed Egyptologists to understand a hieroglyph by knowing Greek, because the same text is in ancient Egyptian and in ancient Greek. I spent a whole week at the Egyptian Museum of Turin for an internship, walking through the corridors for hours on, thinking about the obsession the sculptor had with afterlife. The hieroglyph carved on the tombs of the royal Egyptians that died 5,000 years ago are the key to learning about the traditions of this civilization. Just like Greek, hieroglyphs are a language too, and understanding them is like breaking a code. You get a general sense, it's hard to figure it all out, but you put the pieces together and they sink onto life. One moment, you're flipping the pages of your dictionary, and suddenly you're walking on the stones of a street in Athens or mixing the spices from the embodiment next to you. And it's thanks to the code, the written unchangeable code, that this impossible conversation can happen. Writing something down can make it live forever. Everywhere in the world, in every culture, in every time, humans have used a written code as a way not to be forgotten, as a password for eternity. So, how can a code break the laws of time and space? DNA is a perfect example. It has been around forever. For billions of years, only the living cells knew how to read the genetic code, spelled out just using 4 letters. A, T, C, and G. Half a century ago, humans cracked the code, but it still hides even deeper secrets. DNA uses nucleotides to form codons, to write the alphabet of life that allowed the continuation of countless generations. Like Greek characters and hieroglyphs, DNA tell the stories of lives long gone, but to which we are all somehow connected, because we're always connected with codes, and decoding them give us some incredible feelings. For example, when I listen to Mozart, that composed 300 years ago, or to Kendrick Lamar, that is a rapper of 2018, I'm taken to another dimension where the reality fades. Decoding codes permit to touch the very inner detail on how life works, and it could change the course of history and our future. Indeed, it might, in the future, allow us to be in control. As Steve Jobs said, everyone should know how to code. It teaches you how to think. Thank you.